Here we go. I know one night together won't make up for 10 apart, but I'm steady as rain, nothing ever changes in my heart. Throw off the covers, open the windows, I don't care what we do. I've been standing for days, now I get to fall down with you. Oh, tossing, turning like waves in the sea. Oh, you show myself to me, you lie so easily. Oh, and that's the way you come to me. I'm head over heels, I'm always gonna be, that's okay. I love the way you come to me. All right, sports fans, welcome back to Slywagon Lessons. If you're a Blue Rodeo fan, you may have noticed that elsewhere on my channel, I do have a video where I provide all of the harmonica intros that you'll find on the album called 5 Days in July by Blue Rodeo. That went over really well, and it included the intro to Head Over Heels. Well, a ton of people were in touch with me to ask about the harmonica solo that comes right at the end of Head Over Heels. And it is a neat and engaging solo. So in response to the ton of inquiries I got, I'm going to give you a quick lesson on how I play that today as well. And by a ton of people, by the way, I mean 3. I think there was 3 people, but 3 valued and important viewers. So it's well worth the effort to cover this one off. I'm going to show you the 3 parts, that little harmonica intro. I'll redo the guitar intro, boom boom biddly-doo-doo, that thing. Then I'll show you the harmonica intro, and in the 3rd segment, I'm going to show you the harmonica solo that comes right at the end. Now, in the interim, when I had got those inquiries, I did post what I thought at the time was a pretty good tab of how to play it on the harmonica. I looked at that again recently, just in the preparation for today's lesson, and gosh, I don't think I was very close at all. At least I didn't play it much like I played it in the little intro to today's lesson, which I think is closer to how Jim Cuddy plays it, but probably not that close. So we're going to call it a solo for Head Over Heels, not the solo for Head Over Heels. Although, in my defense, I have listened to a lot of different versions, live versions of Jim Cuddy playing this song, and he plays it a little bit different every time, which is kind of suitable for a harmonica thing. So I'll get you in the neighborhood of where the solo happens, and I'll put all the notes up in the PictoTab, where a blue means blow and a red means draw. And then you can kind of go from there and play it how you think it is best. All right, so let me get started with that little guitar licky thing that they do at the very start. So the song is in the key of A. Like to use a G chord as my root chord because that opens up all these open strings for nifty little runs and riffs and things like that. So the G scale is kind of embedded in a lot of open strings in the G chord. So that's kind of cool. And I think that's why a lot of players of acoustic guitar in particular kind of favor G chord, and they'll use their capo liberally up and down the neck to get it to the key that they want. This song is, you may have noticed as well, pretty much out of my vocal range. I did my best to stick to the original key of A. If I were to do this for a live show, I would probably do it in G. Just take the capo off, put a G harmonica on the rack because we play this one in first position, and play it in G. But we're doing this lesson in A because that's how Blue Rodeo does it on 5 Days in July, the album. All right, so that guitar bit, we're going to pluck the A note. It's like a G, everything relative to the capo, so that would be like a G, but the capo makes it an A, all right? It's the 3rd fret from the capo on that bass E string, right? Then we're going to pluck the octave. That's an octave higher, and that is an open G string, so it's an A note as well with the capo. Then on the D string, we're going to hammer down. We're going to pick it open, then hammer down at the 2nd fret, and then again hit that G string open. So here's what we got so far, right? Then we're just going to walk it down with the D string at the 2nd fret, D string open, and you're done that little riff. You do it like 4 times. Notice my hand shape. I like to play it with the G formed this way, pinky down there on that bottom string, the closest to the floor, and then the top part with your ring finger and your middle finger, keeping your index finger free because later on you're going to want to do a G with a suspended 4th, which is on the, you just lay your finger down at the, like a C note, but of course it's a D with the capo on here. So it's the kind of the 1st fret, right, with your index finger on that B string. They use that chord a lot, the G and then the G suspended 4th. Lot throughout this song, so it's a good idea, I think, at least to make your chord this way so you can use your index finger to hit the suspended 4th. Another way to do it, if you wanted to strum like this, is simply take everything off, so strum your G and then take everything off except for that G there on the, it's an A, I guess, with the capo, that 3rd fret of that high E string, and then the 1st fret on the B string. It's a real easy way to make the G with a suspended 4th. Just maybe try not to strum these bottom strings. Not the end of the world if you do. All right, so that's a quick little lesson on the guitar intro, and then and that G with the suspended 4th. Next we're going to get to the harmonica intro. Okay, so if you watched that previous lesson where I did the intros to those songs from 5 Days in July, you'll know that the intro to Head Over Heels uses, you can think of them as chords or comping on the harmonica. I think that's what Gindick called it way back when I learned from Mr. Gindick how to play the darn thing many years ago. So let me show you. It's three holes at once that you are drawing and blowing on, all right? I'll play it nice and slow, and I'm going to put those all the notes up in the PictoTab again. Blue means blow and a red means draw. So you've come from the guitar part, right? And you're gonna just kind of be back and forth between between the G and the G suspended fourth. And you're going to do this on the harmonica. Nice and slow. Here we go. All right, simple as that. You don't need to be terribly precise. Just make some harmonica noise. All right? Something like that. All right, let me show you how to play the solo that comes right at the end of Head Over Heels. Let me show you real quick first the chord progression. So it's a simple little song. There's only 3 or 4 chords. As you go through the verses, so I'll just concentrate on that last verse to give you an example. It's G and then an A minor and then a D. So I know G, one night together won't make up A minor for 10 apart, but I'm steady as rain, that's a D. Nothing ever changes in my heart. And then do it again. G, G, play that G, and then go to the A minor. And then it's D, D gonna fall down with you. And then throw in the suspended. Then we're walking down to an E minor. Right? Toss it up, turn it. Like, that's a C. So it's E minor, C, and a G, and a D. Then do it again. E minor, C, and a G, and a D. Now the chorus. Oh, and that's the way G, a D, E minor, and C, and B, and a G. That's the way D come to be. G at the end, and you can make liberal use of that G with the suspended fourth. All right? So that's the chord progression. You don't do the first few bits with that A minor progression, the G, A minor, D. That doesn't figure in what we're about to do. It starts with the E minor, C, G, D progression. So you can watch my hand here for the changes. And put the notes up in the PictoTab. I play single notes. Cuddy kind of muddles it up there with some comp notes in this part as well. But I strongly prefer clear single notes. All right, so we've finished the verse. Love the way you come to me. All right, so there you have it, sports fans. The solo for Head Over Heels. And in true Jim Cuddy fashion, I think I played it differently every time. In the intro there just now, I think I played a little bit differently. You get a 7 blow sometimes, but not always. So, so watch for that, and if you ever see me play it, try to figure out if I'm doing it properly or not. All right, so thanks very much for joining me. I hope you will subscribe to Sly Wagon Lessons. Hit like. Shoot me a comment if you like, and I'm always happy to talk about all things harmonica. All right, so thanks again, and we'll see you again soon.